Okay guys, I just wanted to make a short video showing you how to customize an Alien Gear holster. This is a brand new one. I just got in the mail today. You can see how stiff it is. And also, they come with these grommets that stick through and they catch on your clothing. And it really makes it a bear to wear. But luckily, Alien Gear has designed this so you can customize it and you can pop those out if you want, and that's what we're going to do today. So we're going to set up the clips. You can adjust it for cant and for depth, both of which I'll be doing, and also we'll apply a little bit of silicone to it to help soften it and prep it. So let's get started. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and completely remove these two side clips. I used the metal clips instead of the standard plastic. These ones here have never failed. You can see here I have done this to other Alien Gears. This one here is for a P224 and this one's in 40 Smith & Wesson. This holster, I can't even count how many days I've worn it. It's been years. So you can see I have shaved it off in the back, so it's nice and flat and smooth. I've got no rust issues. This has been an excellent holster, which is why I get Alien Gear, and they wear perfectly. I can customize it to how I want. You can see the leather's still in excellent condition. No wear on the weapon. Check that out. No wear. So, and that's with me wearing this for well over a year. My next Alien Gear is a P229 in 40 Smith & Wesson. This one here, you can also see some pretty deep wear marks in it. I've got probably 6 to 8 months worth of wear on this one. Same customization as the last one, and it has worn perfectly. You can see right here how it shapes to my body. I normally wear this at the 4 to 5 o'clock position, and this is actually a pretty large handgun. It's pretty heavy, but it wears perfectly with the Alien Gear. This one here is my XDS 45. Again, Alien Gear. This one here I've had for probably 4 to 5 months, and it's worn in beautifully. The XDS 45 is my go-to weapon if I know I'm going to be sweating a lot, it's going to be hot outside. So you can see it wears at kind of a forward cant. It's wonderful. I have not good enough things to say about it. You can see my XDS here. The finish is absolutely perfect. All I have to do every single evening, I take it and I wipe down the handgun, and then I wipe down the leather with silicone impregnated rag, and also the clips. Even though I've never had rust issues, I still wipe them down. It helps clean them up, restore some of the luster. So let's get back to the matter at hand. This is my Glock 29. It's a 10mm compact. It's actually one of the thickest handguns I have for a carry weapon, which is why I had to have an Alien Gear, because it helps spread out the weight. You know, whereas before I was wearing it with this one. This is a side armor, and all the weight is in one spot, so it causes your pants to sag in that one particular area. No matter how tight the belt is, it will sag, because this is actually a weighty weapon with 11 rounds, 10 in the mag plus 1 in the chamber. So go ahead and put that off to the side. This one here, I'm going to start by removing the metal clips, and then I like my cant exactly how these ones are. On the right hand side, I wear it in the middle position, and in the left hand side I wear it at the very top position. You will also notice that I wear it with minimal, hardly any grommet behind the clip, I like it because when you put it on, it slides right down the pants and it clips immediately on the belt. The further you get, clip away from the belt, when you put it in, the holster has a lot of movement. So I shorten this grommet as much as possible, and when that spacer is shortened, it gives it just a lot of support. So even if you have to run with your sidearm on, you don't have to worry about it flopping around. It stays tight against you and it spreads the weight out evenly. So put the P229 back. So right hand side, middle position, so that means I'm going to be popping out the top and the bottom grommet. Again, you don't want those catching on your clothing when you shove it down inside your pants. So I pop these out. I use a standard flathead screwdriver. Just kind of dig in on the side. There we go. There's one. Okay. There's two. You can see it doesn't do any damage popping those out. You just have a little bit of a tooth that will catch in there, so you get a flathead underneath it, you're A-okay. You just pop it out. Okay, the left hand side I like wearing on the very top position. Let's go ahead and pop that one out. Also, it comes with a rather large spacer, so I'm going to change that one out. Make sure you keep all your hardware in one location. All this hardware here, all this hardware here. So Alien Gear started producing these spacer plates, which have large, medium, and small spacers. I wear the smallest size spacer possible, and depending on the firearm and how it holds, I might actually cut these in half. So I do believe a couple of these I have them cut in half. So first I'm going to try it at the full position, and I'll see how it wears. And if anything, I will, I don't know, maybe I'll cut them down, maybe not. We'll see. Give it a couple days for it to break in. Alright, take a look here. Left side. I'm going to wear the top position, so I pop out the lower two. Okay. Nice and gentle from each side. I know a lot of people don't pop these out, but I don't know how they can bear it. It's just so annoying when it catches on your shirt or on your belt. Okay, there we go. So, middle and top. We've got our new low-rise spacers. You can see compared to the medium size that it came with. So I will go ahead and pop those on. You have to go back to your card, and you can see that Alien Gear also has different size screws. So you have shallow screws, medium screws, and you have extra long screws. So we will go ahead and pop out a couple of these shorter ones. That way they don't stick through. Or you've seen here, I had to shave them down so it's nice and smooth because they stuck through. Alien Gear didn't used to give different length screws with the holster, so good on them that they changed that. Okay, let's pop these guys out. Okay. Now, this one and this one. The most important part. I have had these back out while I'm wearing them. They come loose just naturally by the sway. So I got used to using red Loctite. It holds them. I mean, look at all these are held on perfectly. They don't get loose. So it's a force of habit. I use red Loctite on all my fasteners, and I don't have that problem anymore. So. Here we go. Excellent. Now I'll let this one wear in, but I can see already that the clip is kind of far away from the holster. So I'll try it, see if it sinks in any. If not, I'll just take it back apart. No problem. Good on Alien Gear for making these so customizable. Just I don't see a lot of people doing the right customizations. I've never seen anybody say put Loctite on your holster. But okay, left side. There we go. Loctite and be afraid to tighten these down quite a bit. You do not want one of these popping off while you're out in the field someplace, walking around. Okay, that's pretty good. Got a lot of tension. Okay, same reason. I actually like the factory retention, so I'm going to actually keep these spacers, but I have the same problem. These ones have backed out on me. So I go through and I put Loctite on them too. Just remember, if you put Loctite on something and you ever want to loosen it up, you have to heat it up to at least 160 degrees. So you just heat it up and the Loctite will pretty much lose its adhesion and it will come right out. So the people that say, oh, don't use red Loctite, you know, you'll never be able to get that undone. That's not true. Just apply a little bit of localized heat, probably to the back side of the grommet, and you'll have no problems. Okay, moving right along. I like using the hand wrench because I can feel how tense it's getting. Some people use the electric tools, power tools. And I've seen too much stuff strip out, and it took me 5 weeks to get this holster, so I'm taking every precaution not to mess it up. Shame on you guys, Alien Gear. I know you've been busy, but 5 weeks for a holster, come on, man. A whole month I had to sit back and either carry it with a crappy holster or not carry it. Okay. Excellent. That should be the last one. Alright, let's test it out. Tight. Excellent. Look at that. That's how I like it. Alright. So, these ones will have to be adjusted after wearing them a little bit. There's a good chance that it'll loosen up, but you can see I like mine so that they almost fall out, because when you wrap it around your body it makes it even more tense and there's even more retention. So don't tighten them down too much. With this one here, it almost falls out, but when you wear it and you wrap it around your body, that ain't going nowhere. So, okay, now the very last step is conditioning the leather. So I do it a different way than most people. I take silicone. I have medical grade silicone that I use. You can use a silicone impregnated rag too. And I just give it a really good wipe down. You never know what is on this leather from the factory. Gives it a good coat. Wipe the inside of your shell too. I think maybe that's why the finish on all my handguns stays so good, is because I always wipe it down with the silicone impregnated rag. There we go. You can actually see the luster come out as you scrub it in. And don't forget to do the back side. This is one of the most important sides, because that's where a lot of the pores are, and that side's facing your skin. So we just scrub it down really good. You can actually see it turn shiny. Excellent. Make sure you get those clips. You can see the patina of those clips change a little bit as you rub it down. All the fingerprints disappear. And this should be something that you guys do every single night that you carry these. And even the ones I don't carry, I keep them in the holster in my safe, and I take them out probably once a week and I give them a good rub down. Just because this is Charleston, South Carolina, we have a lot of salty air, and I don't have any rust on any of my handguns. So given SIGs, XDs, and Glocks are in really good condition, I haven't seen too much rust on any of these. But you know, they're an investment, so treat them nice. So guys, that's pretty much it. This is a finished holster. I will go ahead and wear this for a few days, see how it is. This one here, since it's so fresh, I'll probably wear it at about the 4 o'clock position to kind of help it get that nice, perfect curve like this one has got. Plus, with it being 90 degrees out during the day, it'll probably be sweaty, and it helps soften up the leather, keeps it from cracking and drying out. This one is actually pretty dry straight from the factory, so given it about a week of wearing, it'll be really nice, nice and soft. So that's it, guys. That's how I customize my alien gears. You can see how it sits on my belt line, canted a little bit in the forward direction so I can reach in, grab it, and pull it. That's what I love about alien gear. You can customize them, and you know, if I don't like the way this is, I can come back and I can change it tomorrow. So really good holsters, guys. I hope you guys customize yours to your preferences, not to how somebody else says to do it, because you never know. Every single different weapon, it'll wear differently. So some of them you might want it forward, some of them you might want straight up. It completely depends on you and the weapon. So enjoy, guys. Thanks a lot for watching.